Hey, what is up everyone, it's TheProperBloke here today, and we have some interesting yet short news, so let's get right to it. So obviously E3 is going to be coming up real soon, but instead of EA's traditional booths at E3, they're going to change it up and create EA Play, which basically allows fans to play upcoming games for a limited time of 2 days, which is going to be awesome because they're going to add Mass Effect Andromeda for those 2 days, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be a big hit for most people who actually do get to go to the event. And if you're interested in going to EA Play, it's free, although if you don't live in Los Angeles or London, it's going to cost you to get there and obviously other expenses. So that's about it. There really isn't anything new to add on to this piece of news, but it's quite funny how EA is changing their traditional bounds and just moving on with something different. That's cool because it's different, and hopefully it works out well in terms to playing Mass Effect Andromeda for those people who can go over there, which I am very jealous if you do. Besides all that, we have some other interesting pieces of news. So Bioware continues to tease their game or new IP, aka Mass Effect Andromeda, all the time on Twitter, or at least all the time in terms to a couple of tweets that go big. And of course, they're going to rile up people because there really isn't much Mass Effect news out there in terms to gameplay footage or just anything in general that's official. So people are just dying to hear something from Mass Effect Andromeda. So obviously when a tweet comes by, it goes crazy. And here's 2 tweets, for example, that are obviously teasers of something that we all can't wait to see for Mass Effect Andromeda. So here's from Michael Gamble: "It's awesome that I don't want to go home to play the latest AAA blockbuster because at work we are making one of our own." Also, Jay, I don't know how to pronounce your last name, but he says, "After many months lurching around vague ideas, quick, promising progress on an important thing." That was kind of weirdly worded, but basically they're teasing Mass Effect Andromeda to their fans about some promising progress going on with the game. Anyhow, let's move on to a new creature that kind of really isn't new news, but it is a couple weeks old, so I'm going to go ahead and touch up on it. So apparently they're creating a new creature that is hard to kill, yet at the same time it was really hard for them to design and implement into the game, and it just seems like a badass boss because they did reply to a couple of people on Twitter about how intense this creature could be and just how in general it's an awesome creature that we might be expected to fight against in the game. So let's go on with the first tweet by Ian S. Fraser. "And one of our more challenging creatures just passed its review. This has been a good day." Obviously this is talking about the creature, and then here's where it gets interesting. Mass Effect Follower, which is a good YouTuber by the way, he asks, "Challenging, how? Design wise, combat wise, please give us something." Ian Fraser replies, "All of the above, hard to design, hard to implement, hard to kill." So obviously this is going to be a harder enemy, but who knows what it actually will be. If it's hard to implement, then that should mean that this character or creature is a very sophisticated enemy that might make us sweat blood in order to kill it. So quite interesting to see. And anyhow, that's pretty much it for the news. I know it was kind of short, but in general it doesn't matter because this is some hot news, and I'm your host, TheProperBloke, and I'm off for the kills. Make sure you hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Peace out.